Hello, I'm Matt Freeman,
I'm Griffin Templeton.
and today we're going to discuss waiting in long lines. So, do you think standing in line for long periods of time is an issue in most retail stores?
I would say so.
Do you know roughly how much time you spend roughly each year in line?
Each year, too much time.
Well, averagely, the person spends about 113 hours per year. So, do you think?
Yeah, it's definitely a waste of time. I mean, you could be doing something more productive with your life with 113 hours in a year.
Yeah. So, what do you consider a very long line at? Like, just say Walmart.
Walmart, the length of the line really doesn't bother me too much, but when people have like 100 items and there's 5 people with 100 items, that's when it really backs up to me. But I've definitely been in lines with like 10, 15 people, and it's ridiculous.
So, do you think there's any solutions out there to
Um,
help you speed up the process?
I think the self-checkouts for the people that have, very limited items, or, they have an express lane where you can check out with a cashier that has, it says under 10 items only or something like that. I think if they do that more consistently in more stores, then maybe it'll speed up the time of waiting in line.
But the only problem is that is like you do have the people where it's like, hey, here's a line of only 10, 15 items, but then
Everybody's
they'll allow
got
30 items plus, and doesn't really just flow through. And then also at Walmart, you get there, there's maybe 3 cash registers open, where there's
Yeah.
actually 50 possible ones to go through.
Yeah, that does make sense. Really, I think that you go into a Walmart and they got 20 cash registers that could be used, and sometimes they have 3 lanes open. I think they're understaffed if that's the case. I understand that there's hours where they expect shoppers and hours where they don't expect shoppers, but I've been in there and it's been way too busy for 2 cash registers running. I think that's a little bit ridiculous.
Well, what if I showed you a possible solution for the future? Would you like to get a little feedback on this?
Sure.
Alright. So, if you come over here, our newest product that we're thinking about introducing to help with the solution of standing in line for multiple hours of your life would be the shoplifter. Basically, essentially what this is you walk through a store, right?
Okay.
Give your little buggy. You throw in your Miller Lights.
Yeah.
I see you love those,
I do indeed.
cameraman.
I do love a Miller Lite.
So, got those all up, filling up your cart, going there, and you're like, hey, how do I get out of here? Well, with our handy dandy scanner, if you come up here a little bit closer, you'll see a little scanner on the bottom of this, which each item, Miller Lights, obviously, will have a little RFID chip in it. So essentially, when you walk through here, the scanner will pick up every item that's in your buggy and send it directly to your phone, and essentially make an e-bill, or it's like a PayPal where it will directly pull out of your bank account. Also, we know big thing is like, say if you're buying alcohol, our friend right here, he's 21 though, so it's legal.
Indeed.
So if the people that are they're not really sure, well, this little light will go off, or if item isn't go through right, we'll have an assistant on the side. They'll come over there, check through, override it, bam, you're out the door. No more lines ever again. Do you think this would be a great solution? Possibly?
I do like the idea of this. Seems very. It seems like a good express lane, if I must say, if you were to put it that way. So.
Do you have any questions like how it would work, like premiums, charges?
The only question I
Monthly
do
charges.
have is what would be the cost of shipping each item?
Shipping each item or checking out?
Now, I guess is there going to be a fee to check out or anything like
Well,
that?
what we're gonna do is, for a monthly subscriber, basically is you can either do it monthly packages, or you can do like 1 year package. Basically, it's a bundle. You save money there and there. But really, what we're gonna do is make a lot of our profit off of selling our whole entire system to the businesses like Walmart, any retail store that sells a lot of stuff. And so basically, that's how we're gonna make our money. And then, like I said, you guys will be subscribed, maybe like $20 a month, possibly. And then we really want to do is like hook up with coupons also. So like when you scan your item or walk through, if you have a coupon, go ahead and enter it in there. They'll ship it in there, put it all in there, make a bundle. You walk out, you're done. So
I have the other question I have is since you do have a payment method of like, you know, if it's going to take from a bank account, would you hook up with the banks as well to, you know, try to sell them on this? Because if everybody's going to use it, maybe it's more profitable if you sell to the banks and the retail store. If that makes sense.
yes.
Okay.
So with that, we haven't really looked into that. I feel like this would be a great possibility, especially like with Venmo. That's a big out there. PayPal, we would like to, but they already take a small percentages out the door already. I think it's like 6-7%. So we're still kind of iffy about that, but for right now, we just want to target more towards the retail stores.
Okay.
But other than that, we feel like this is a great solution
I
possibly.
like the idea.
So there you go, the shoplifter.